So the Athletic Sam Vecini, Fettuccine, whatever, did a 2024 NBA redraft, and it's pretty terrible. As you saw by the thumbnail, Alex Sarr is not even in the top 10, but I don't even want to talk about that yet. Let's just go down the line and really talk about how bad this is. I understand this guy's like a credible reporter. I actually, to be honest, I don't know what he does. But he has like over 100,000 followers on Twitter, I think, or maybe it's over 10,000. Either way, it's pretty bad. Number one pick, they have Stephon Castle, who was the rookie of the year, so it's not the worst thing ever. But as a Hawks fan, I'm riding for my boy Riza J. I would take him again, 100%. I mean, he had a great rookie season while gaining like 8 to 10 pounds during the basketball season, which is insane. Like, that's so bad for your knees, which is why he wasn't playing. He was only playing like 20 minutes some nights. I mean, he had nights where he was pretty bad, don't get me wrong, but the main reason was because he was gaining so much weight. He just couldn't have that much load on his knees at once. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Stephon Castle, a lot of defensive potential, playmaking potential, just off-ball potential being next to Fox and Wemby. Like, he's a great cutter. If the three-point shot is really, really falling, then he's an obvious number one pick. Don't get me wrong. But Riza J, I still believe in him, dude. 6'10", and he's now like, what, 225 or 230 or something? Or hopefully he will be by the start of the season. Great finisher. The playmaking still needs some work, but an amazing shooter. I know the three-point percentage doesn't show it, but his no-dip three-pointers, like, not that many NBA players can actually rock that and still shoot close to league average. Okay, maybe a little bit below league average. I think he is like 33%, but still. Riza J at 2. Okay, obviously he should have been 1. Number 3, Jared McCain. That's fine. That dude was a baller. Comes to, shot making and shot creation. Just offensively, he was amazing before he got hurt. And I wouldn't be too concerned about his injury, to be honest. At number 4, Reed Shepherd, previously number 3. I don't understand how you don't have Sarr on the list, who had a good rookie season and was, a top 5 prospect. And then Reed Shepherd, who was a top 5 prospect, but wasn't good in his rookie season. And I think he should have been, out of all the top 5 picks, unless I'm blanking on someone, he should have been the player who was most NBA ready. I mean, he's a dude who shot like 45% from 3 in college. And I guess, like, what? I guess, to be honest, I didn't listen to any explanation that this guy had, because I don't care about explanations with a redraft. It should be pretty obvious when you're redrafting a player why you have that. And I understand holding on to hope for a prospect. Trust me, I believed in Killian Hayes for many, many years after he was terrible in his rookie season. But Reed Shepherd's one of those guys that where you should especially not believe if he's bad in that first rookie season, because his college tape can be seen as a fluke. I mean, 46% from 3 is literally insane. And I think most NBA fans were hoping that he'd keep most of that, but it didn't look good at all. Like, sometimes he didn't even look like an NBA player. And he was the number 3 overall pick. He should have been NBA ready. Number 4 is insane. Honestly, I don't know if I'd even have him top 10. Like, he really didn't impress me that much. Number 5, Donovan Clingan. I like it. I think the center position is so important in the NBA. Having a good center versus like a mid center could actually be the difference between winning the championship and not winning it. Good center play is important, and it's scarce, and Donovan Clingan has so much defensive potential, and hopefully he's not some Rudy Gobert where his touch isn't great. I actually liked his touch when I watched him this season. Then again, it was Portland. I didn't watch too much. But overall, I believe in Clingan. I think he was a top 3 or 4 guy going into the draft. Easily top 5 for sure. At number 6, Matas Buzelis. I like it. I love, I'm a huge Matas fan. I believe in him. Don't get me wrong. But man, Alex Sarr is still over him. I mean, I'll get to Alex Sarr, but I might start saying that with every pick that I go down. Alex Sarr should be over this guy. Sarr should be over this guy, because he really did impress me. At number 7, Ron Holland. He didn't show too much in his rookie season, but I still like it. I think he had like a top 5 ceiling going into the draft. And I'm going to believe in that ceiling. I'm a big ceiling guy, As much as a good, consistent role player is good for a borderline top 10 pick, I'd rather go for the superstars or the super impactful players. And this is just terrible. At number 8, and I understand what I said about center play, but at number 8, Zach Edey. Listen, I wasn't, when Edey was taken with the 9th pick, a lot of people were hating, saying it's one of the worst picks ever. And I wasn't in that boat. I was like, Edey can be a good center, but I think if he was going to be a good center, he had to have proved that this rookie season. And he was all right this rookie season, but he showed how slow he was. He was unplayable at certain points, and he already has a huge injury, which you have to take into consideration when you're doing this redraft. I think he will be out for training camp in the start of the NBA season next year. Why would you take that top 10 when there's so many guys with potential? By the way, Rob Dillingham isn't even in the top 10, which I'll get to that later. At number 9, Jalen Wells. Yeah, solid. I mean, he was very good in his rookie season, and it wasn't even expected to be. He is super young. I think he's either 19 or 20, and just overall a good role player. And then at number 10, pretty low, once again, because I am so high on picking centers, Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware at one point was like in the rookie of the year race after like not playing at all for the first like 30 or 40 games. And he was legitimately in the rookie of the year race because of how much he dominated over a 20 game stretch. Now, how much do you believe in 20 game stretches? If you really believe in 20 game stretches, you would think Jalen Green sometimes is a literal superstar. But I believe Ware, when he's actually going to be prioritized in the offense and just in the rotation, it's going to be very good. I think this guy is like a top 7-8 talent. And as much as I believe in guys like Matas Buzelis, like Ron Holland, Kel'el Ware, honestly, Kel'el Ware should have been top 10 drafted going into the draft. Like in the actual draft, he should have been top 10. His potential was always there, being a 7-foot guy who can block shots and make 3-pointers. I mean, that's like the most valuable archetype you'll ever see. We just saw 2 teams go to the NBA Finals with that archetype being Miles Turner and Chet. Now, did they shoot very well from 3 in the finals? No, but that archetype is insanely valuable. So the fact that even in this redraft, he's only 10, he should be higher. I might even do my own redraft. I think I did do a redraft on my podcast channel. So if I did, I'll link that below. But yeah, overall, bad redraft. No Alex Sarr, no Rob Dillingham. Because if you have Reed Shepherd only going from pick 3 to pick 4, then that means that you value what you thought about these guys going into the draft. But if you value how they were as prospects, why would you not have Sarr top 10? Why would you not have Rob Dillingham top 10? Rob Dillingham was seen as a guy who could potentially be the best offensive player in the draft, being as shifty as Kyrie. I mean, have you seen the guy? Yes, he's built like Bones Highland, which is not very ideal, but I would still have Rob Dillingham in this top 10, I think. I would have Alex Sarr for sure. I mean, Alex Sarr was not only elite defensively, but like for a big man, for a 7-footer, he was like one of the best connecting passing bigs that we've seen as a rookie, like ever. Like his alley-oops, his ability to run out of the short roll was like pretty insane. And I understand, he's a center, he's a 7-footer who doesn't have the rebounding skills that you would want. Even like you could say the interior defense wasn't as good, but he's an elite, for a 7-footer, elite perimeter defender, mobile, showed potential this season of making some threes. And overall, I don't know, like you're playing on the Wizards, and he's a project at the end of the day, so like you shouldn't really have expected too much. And I think he exceeded expectations for being a guy who wasn't supposed to be NBA ready from year 1. And yeah, as much as I wasn't hating on the Ron Holland pick being at 7, Rob Dillingham should probably be over him. I mean, Alex Sarr should probably be over him. Kel'el Ware probably over him. And then Edie being top 8 is like just so insane. Like you're telling me that you have a chance to bet on some guys with legit upside like a Kel'el Ware, and you're going to pick Zach Edey. I don't even, the explanation has to be so stupid. I don't even want to read it. I don't think anyone should. I would even draft a guy like Bub Carrington, who, by the way, I'm not saying that in a way where he's not good, but I'm just saying I would draft Bub Carrington over Zach Edey. There's a couple different guys. There might be a couple different bigs I'd rather pick over him. And yeah, just looking at the draft, I'd rather have Kyle Filipowski than Zach Edey for sure. I'd rather have AJ Mitchell than him for sure. I don't know how AJ Mitchell actually isn't in this redraft, or hopefully he was at least like at 11 or 12. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. Ryan Dunn has huge potential. Terrence Shannon Jr. has huge potential. AJ Johnson, Yves Missi. Wait, Yves Missi? You had Zach Edey in a redraft over Yves Missi? I'm not saying Yves Missi was amazing, but the potential's there. He only started playing basketball, I swear, like 4 years ago. And he already has the skills he has. So overall, I think it's a terrible redraft. I might make my own redraft on this channel just because, I don't know. Dude, there's a whole 2 months till the season. I'm really just trying to get myself excited by making a video every single day. I did miss yesterday. But yeah, making a video every day. I'm just trying to stay in the basketball zone even through the offseason because I feel like that might make it go faster. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and